Hey guys, Kurt here, and today, what is union? So for you to really get this, I just need to say this right out, just flat out at the very beginning, that technically, union is not something that can be defined. Although we could try to say what it would look like, and I'm going to talk about that too, right? Obviously in this video, what it would look like when you are in union with your twin flame. But for that to happen, for you to get your twin flame to come be with you, you have to really grasp this very deep concept that I'm going to try to explain to you today, which is rooted in that there really is no such thing as union, right? So just go with me here for a minute. It'll start to make more sense the more that you watch. This is soul stuff, right? You and your twin flame are the same soul. So it's not based on mental constructs, right? You're a three-part being: physical body, mind, soul. The mind is thought, mental, emotional, thought. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that that's what that is, right? That's what that is. The soul, on the other hand, is consciousness, and you and your twin flame are that. You are the same soul. So this is going to go deeper than a mental construct. Already, the fact that I'm making a video about this topic, it's already going to be kind of difficult, because to convey this to you, I have to use words and thoughts and examples and ideas, and that's all form, that's all structure. Okay? Yeah, we're going there. We're going somewhere very deep, guys. So buckle your seatbelts and get ready for this one, okay? Now, just to acknowledge the fact that there is a language barrier, it explains a lot, right? So I can use words to explain this to you and ideas, but the fact that there is a language barrier that we have to go beyond, I'm going to keep coming back to that throughout this video. So union, what most people think of, let's talk about that for just a second. We'll take a quick detour and we'll come back to this later in the video too. What most people think of is, oh, that means that's when I'm in a romantic couples relationship with my twin flame, and we're in love and we're together and we're holding hands and we're kissing and we're having sex and we're living together and whatever, get married, whatever, right? And that can happen, and it's actually not hard. If you're watching this video, you might not think that it's easy, but I'm here to tell you that it is easy. Maybe what you're doing is hard, but what I'm talking about is easy, because technically it's not actually doing of any kind. It's not a situation or a place or an accomplishment or an outcome or a goal. Those are all mental constructs. That's all form. You and your twin flame are the same soul. So this is a journey of the soul, not a journey of the mind. Okay, so if you, which is not the actual real you, by the way, that'll make more sense in a second. If you are looking at this outcome and thinking, oh, I have to get to that place, I have to have union, I have to be in a relationship with my twin flame in order to be successful, happy, fulfilled. You know, if I'm with my twin flame, that proves that I understand twin flames, you know, this all kind of thing. That's actually not you. That's the mind. That's a belief. That's form. That's mental constructs. And I'm not saying that that's bad. That's just what that is, okay? So what is you? What is that? What is the self? What is me? What is that? Well, the real actual you isn't the body or the mind. The real actual you is the soul, which is consciousness. Okay, and for those of you that are new to this channel, I can explain it very easily, very quickly like this. You have thoughts and feelings going on, and you're aware that there's thoughts and feelings going on, but what is the awareness? What is that? What is the awareness? How is it that you are aware of thoughts at all? What is the awareness? What is the consciousness? What is that? And you're aware that you're aware. You know that there's awareness, that you are awareness, right? You know that you perceive thoughts and feelings. What is the perception? Right, that's the soul, which is your twin flame. Okay? That's consciousness, awareness. That's the soul. It's deeper than thought. It's beyond form. It's beyond thinking and action and outcomes and desires. And I'm not saying that those things are bad. I'm just saying that that's what those things are. Okay, here's another concept, principle, to try to illustrate this for you. Most people, most humans think, okay, I gotta do certain things, and then I'll have certain things in order to be certain things. I gotta do healing my twin flame, my divine masculine twin flame. I gotta do a ritual. I gotta clear our karma. No, you don't have to do any of those things. But you think if you do those things, or whatever it is that you think you gotta do to get your twin flame to be with you, then you'll have your twin flame, and then you'll be happy. You'll be with your twin flame. It's the other way around. Doing and having is the mind. It's duality. Do or not do. Have or not have. But being, on the other hand, it's not duality. It's not the mind. The mind is duality. Do, not do. Have, not have. Be, not be. You can't not be. Even after you do the thing that we call die, you cannot not be, because the real, actual you continues to exist. Your body goes away, your mind goes away, all that's left is the actual you, the me, right? The soul, which is consciousness. You have a mind, you have a body, but you are the soul, and the soul exists forever and ever. So the soul can't not be. The soul is not duality. Okay, it's not being or not being. It's only being. It's oneness. It's one. It's single. It's source. The soul, okay, which is your twin flame. The mind is do, not do. So when you approach this, like, I got to do all these things, I got to have my twin flame. If I don't have my twin flame, I'm a failure. I got to figure out what my mission is. You know, and if you want to do a mission, go for it. There's nothing wrong with doing that. That's not what I'm saying, but that's not how you accomplish being. Being is not something that can be accomplished. It already is. You got to start with being. You already are a soul. You already are your twin flame. Okay? Doing and having come after, and it doesn't matter what order you put doing and having, as long as they come after being. Okay? So being comes first, and that's the soul, which is your twin flame. Okay? So if you focus on being first, the doing and the having, they just gravitate towards you, including your twin flame. They'll come in to want to be with you. They'll start talking to you again. Okay, so union can't really be defined, because a definition is form, it's structure, it's thought, it's a mental construct, okay? Whatever you are doing and having when you're in union with your twin flame, it's of no consequence. Technically, you're in union with your twin flame right now, okay? Now, what you're wanting to know is, okay, Kurt, I get all that, but how do I get my twin flame to stop running? How do I get them to be with me, right? Right. You have to grasp this. You have to go beyond form. You have to embrace the true self, which is formless. It's the soul. Now, I'm going to go deeper down the rabbit hole, and then I'm going to give you some examples. But before I do that, if you're new here, I want to give you some resources. I am a professional twin flame coach. I chose my twin flame 2.5 years ago. And I've coached over 2,000 students. I've got all kinds of students who are with their twin flame, having amazing spiritual breakthroughs. If you want to go to my website, you can do that right now. There's a link in the description box below to go to my website and read testimonials from my students who are with their twin flame. So you can do it too, guys. You can do it, right? I did it. I have students that did it. You can do it too. Right? Just in case you don't know who I am, there you go. There's the proof. I'm not some yahoo if you've never met me before. Also, there's other videos on my channel if you want to go watch them, if you're interested in these deeper concepts to really grasp what is true about twin flames, what's really going on with twin flames, how to shut down the obsessive thinking, how to feel better, how to get your twin flame to stop running from you. I've assembled all of these types of videos where I talk about twin flames onto a playlist on my channel. Just go to the main page of this channel, New World All-Star, and go to the playlists menu and look for the playlist called How to Get Your Twin Flame. All of my talking videos where I talk about twin flames are on that playlist, How to Get Your Twin Flame. Now, back to the video. So that's kind of the basic principle of union. You can't really say what it is. As soon as you start approaching it, like it has to be some goal, like it's a status, it's a place I have to get to, it's doing, it's having, you're going to push your twin flame away. Okay? Now, when you really grasp what I'm saying, your twin flame will start coming in to talk to you. It happened to me, it happens to all my students, right? And at that point, once they are no longer running from you, like the running and chasing is over, they're just there. They just want to be around you all the time. And you'll have an opportunity to choose what you want to do or have, okay? Because you start with being first. And let me tell you something. Many of my students, they do choose to be with their twin flame. They do choose that. And it's many of them. I think it's over half. Other students, they choose to be by themselves. Other students, they choose to be with a soulmate instead. Okay, now why would you choose a soulmate? Because there's a lot of brainwashing, conditioning. There's a lot of information on the internet that's really addictive and obsessive and really unhealthy. People telling you that the whole object, the whole purpose of meeting your twin flame is so that you can be with them, and that is not true. That's a mental construct. That's form. That's saying that there's rules, structure, and that's exactly what you have to let go of. And you have to be clear who you is in order to let go of that stuff. You are not your mind. You have to see that there is a you that is deeper than thought and form and doing and beliefs and looking to an outcome. That's all thought. That's the ego. That's the personality. Okay, remember, you're a three-part triune being, body, mind, soul. You just have to remember who you really are. What is that? What is you? What is that? You are not these thoughts and these forms, okay? So that's really unhealthy. Whenever I see that on the internet, I just kind of shake my head. People who claim the whole purpose of meeting your twin flame is so that you can be with them. You can cause that to happen, but when you grasp what I'm trying to explain to you right now, that's when that happens. You have to actually let go of the physical person as the goal, as the outcome, and instead focus on you, right? You got to focus on you, the true self, the soul, which is consciousness. Okay, this is deeper than thought and form. It's deeper than some physical outcome. Okay, and when you be that, that's when the person comes in and you get to choose what you want. Now, you might be asking, well, why would you decide not to be with them still? Why would anybody pick anything other than that? Nobody makes me feel like my twin flame. No, and I just don't want anybody else. And I know that I want to be with them so bad. And it's just completely unreasonable that I would ever pick somebody else, and nobody makes me feel as good as they do. And a blah, 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 blah. This dialogue, this narrative in your mind, ego, form, ideals, structure, that's why your twin flame's running away. Get it? You get it? You are not the dialogue. You are not the narrative. You are deeper than thought. Okay? You have to go beyond the language barrier. You have to go beyond the dialogue. And it's in here, guys. Your twin flame is in here. That's union. Okay? It's not something that can be defined. All right? You got to let go of that ego, that narrative, that dialogue. That's not who you are. You're a soul, and that is your twin flame. It's a paradox, and when you do that, that's when the physical person shows up. Okay? Now, many of my students, they attract their twin flame, they attract a soulmate, and they look at the two of them and they go, huh, I gotta pick one. You know, it's like that old song by The Loving Spoonful, I think. That old song by The Loving Spoonful. It's like, I don't remember the name of the song, but it's, you gotta make up your mind, say yes to one and let the other one ride, or something like that. Did you ever have to make up your mind? You know that song, right? And some of my students pick the soulmate. Guys, the purpose of twin flames is not so that you can be with them. You can cause that to happen. You can choose them. And that's got to be better than what's happening for you right now, isn't it? Your twin flame's running from you. They've got you blocked. They're ghosting you, whatever it is. Wouldn't it be nice if you could choose? You could be at choice instead of your twin flame basically choosing for you by default because they're running from you. But the doing doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. If you choose a soulmate instead, that doesn't mean that you're a failure. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It doesn't mean that you're not qualified to understand or tell people about twin flames. That's not it. Okay, now if you attracted your twin flame to you and they're not going anywhere, maybe that proves that you've mastered this. And that's what's happened to me, right? That's what I did. But that doesn't mean that that's not true for you, okay? I've got some students that are just friends with their twin flame. And I've got students who don't want to be with anybody. They just want to be by themselves, okay? But I do have students that are with their twin flame. Yes, you can choose what you want. The doing and the having doesn't matter, guys. The doing and the having doesn't matter. You cannot define union. Okay? You have to let go of all those forms, all those thoughts, all that structure. You got to let that go. And you might not even want the twin flame person once you finally get there to that place. You'll attract your twin flame. You'll attract a soulmate. You might pick the soulmate. You might pick your twin flame. You might choose to be by yourself. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't make you bad or a charlatan or whatever. That's all belief, guys. That's all structure, and that's the whole dang problem. This is not a journey of doing. This is not a journey of having. This is not a journey of the mind. You can't define union. A definition is a thought, a belief, a form, right? And that's not what this is. This is me. This is the self. This is deeper than thought. This is consciousness. This is my very essence, my very life, my soul, which is my twin flame. You just have to be you, the real you, which is your twin flame. And because you've kind of let go of all these mental constructs and beliefs and even the physical person, and you're just focusing on your spiritual ascension and who you really are, that's when your twin flame shows up. And you can choose them or not choose them. It doesn't matter. The doing doesn't matter. The being is what counts, guys. That's how you get your twin flame to come be with you if you want that. And again, you might not actually. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But you have to let go of those beliefs. You have to let go of that structure. You have to let go of those definitions. And when you do that, that's when your twin flame comes in. It's simple, guys. It's simple. The twin flame journey is really just the true spiritual journey. That's all this ever was. That's all this ever was, guys. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you found this video informative. Have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time.